Wake up to the sounds of no one around. And as the sun comes up, the glow will show us where we need to go. All this waiting, so frustrating, let's just drive. So come away with me, let's break free. Just you and me.
Let's conduct a little experiment on Lake Wilhelm, fishing for crappies. I wanted to show viewers how well the crappies are hitting on Lake Wilhelm, and the purpose of this video is to show that by running the camera 30 consecutive minutes without stopping it. And then on the edit board, all I did was speed it up and slow it down to compress the time. This will give you a really good idea of the activity on Lake Wilhelm at this time of the year. Now, crappies on Lake Wilhelm are not very big. An average size crappie is about the size of your hand. Missed him. He's not very big. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes of showing you the action on Wilhelm right now. That's a little better one. This is about an average crappie on Wilhelm, about the size of your hand. Missed him. Yeah, he got off. I missed him. Didn't miss him. These are really good eating fish, and he like swallowed that sucker. Look at that. Try over this way and see what happens. A lot of snags in here. He's about 9 inches, 9-10 inches. Put him in the live well. Oh, I broke my jig off. No, I didn't break it off. I have a little snap on here, which makes things nice. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the little snap. These crappies tear these jigs up, and so what I'm doing right here is I'm changing colors, and I decided just to go to a pure white jig because it's easy for me to see in the water, because sometimes I can see the strike. It helps me set the hook. You can see that out there. Oh, I missed him. And right by the boat. Lots of them in here. That's what I'm using. Try off the back of the boat and see what happens. There's one right there. He gets off, but we're going to count him because you saw that I caught him. And he got off. Saves me all the trouble. That's a nicer one there. He's going in the live well. This is a good example. Excuse the shake on the camera. This is a white crappie. I think. Let me look at that again. Yeah. This is a white crappie. You can see the vertical bars here. But a little bit bigger. I'm not sure how long he is. Maybe 11, 12 inches. That's a pretty good sized crappie for Lake Wilhelm. We'll put him in the live well. Yoink. In you go. That's a good reason to fan cast different areas because you just never know where the bigger ones are. Females are coming in to lay their eggs. And there's another one. I think I'm proving my point that it's every cast. And that's why if you like to fish for crappies, now is the time to get over to the lake. I lost count. I have no idea how many I've caught. I'll have to count it when I look on the film. That's a small white crappie there. For those of you that don't know the difference, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertical bars there. When I get a black crappie, I'll show you the difference. So this is a good example of a lull in the action. This happens because the schools swim around. Sometimes they turn on and turn off. So I had this period of time where there was not a lot of hits. Remember, my camera actually ran for 30 minutes straight. I never stopped it. I didn't edit this video other than speed it up and slow it down to show you how the crappies are biting this time of the year on Lake Wilhelm. We have a little lull in the action. Okay, now here is a black crappie. You can just see there's no bars, there's just random patterns. But really a neat looking fish. Back you go, get bigger. Using a real slow retrieve because I don't have a sinker on. I want it to sink down. About every second is a foot. I'm using a 1/32 ounce jig. I want to stay above the crappies because they have a tendency to feed upward. And by casting in different lanes, what I'm doing is I'm determining the location of the school. And where you don't get hits, there's no school. Now, I usually tip my jig hook with a maggot, but during the spawn, you don't need to do that because the males protect the eggs. They strike anything that comes near it, so you don't really need any bait. You notice I'm not using a bobber. I actually catch more without the bobber. There was one right by the boat. I don't know if you got that on film or not, but that was kind of cool. The inexperienced angler sometimes has a hard time feeling that strike. Black crappie. I like to feel the strike of the fish. That's why I don't use a bobber. Sometimes they just load the rod up like you're getting caught on grass. You just feel it getting heavier and heavier, but oftentimes I just feel a little tick on the end of the line. Like right there. There's absolutely nothing wrong with using a bobber, but if you can get away from a bobber, you'll actually, in my opinion, catch more. Well, you're getting the idea. The action's pretty hot and steady. One more. I could easily catch 50 in an hour. Easy. Easy peasy. You can be selective, take the bigger ones or middle-sized ones. But that's an average crappie, size of your hand on Lake Wilhelm. I don't know how many I caught, but you get the idea. So this is the results of 1/2 hour of fishing, 30 minutes, and what happened in those 30 minutes. Total of fish that I actually interacted with was 25. Now, these are the 4 nicer crappies that I got on Wilhelm. So I thought I'd show these to you. There was number 1, there's number 2. That was a pretty nice one there. There's number 3. This one had a sore on its side, or a couple spots there. Probably from spawning. And here is the biggest one. It's a pretty good size one there for Wilhelm. Can't complain too much. And now there's 40 others. No. 36 more over there. They're the size of my hand. So. Here's a breakdown. I started fishing around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Actually, it was 9 o'clock that day, and I finished around 11:30. So that's 2.5 hours, and I got 40 fish. That's not bad for 2.5 hours of fishing. And I threw a whole bunch back, so I got a whole lot more than just 40. Now remember, what you saw me catch was between 9 and 9:30. These are the average size crappies on Lake Wilhelm. I'm going to speed this up, but watch this great big one. It jumps back into the live well. You wanted no part of it. Here it comes. Wah! Boom. Obviously, that one did not want to be part of the fish fry. Get back in. You too. I do believe that's it. So here's the final result. There they are. Bucket full of fish.
Wake up to the sounds of no one around. And as the sun comes up, the glow will show us where we need to go. All this waiting, so frustrating, let's just drive. So come away with me, let's break free. Just you